where we learned some things like who knew Lance Armstrong walked on the moon? I didn't. Did anybody realize that Cocoa Bean is not a bean? Also weird. And Captain Kirk's an action hero. Interesting. I think we can debate that later. But it was an interesting episode tonight. Not the snooze fest of last week, but still hasn't recovered the momentum from the week before. But we're going to break down every duel with you tonight. Feel free to join us live and chat us up. And Brad, Nikki, as always, great to see you this week. How you doing?
Hey y'all, missed you and missed Brad especially last week. How was your time with your son?
It was tiring, and but I'm glad to be back. I was driving on the interstate listening to you guys, trying to message you while I was driving, so I was breaking rules.
That is commitment to engagement.
That is.
I
yourself.
YouTube comments suck though, because I feel like y'all weren't getting all my comments. Because you didn't respond to a lot of them. I mean, I was blasting some comments in and nobody was responding.
In total fairness, you are often the king, the goat of the comment, read and replay. And I am not used to multitasking in such a way. So to have all the responsibility, I did fall a little short, but I did my best to get everybody in there.
You did great, Angie.
You did amazing, Angie. This was not a knock on you, Angie. I was blaming the YouTube system.
Thank you. Oh, okay. I got that. Good.
This is not a blame, Angie. Angie, you did great. Now we see Ren's in the chat. That's good to see Ren.
Mark.
Hey, Mark. If you're in the chat, say hello to us so we know who we're talking to.
Yes, thank you. And I did use your drops last week. I think we had some really killer drops happening. This week, I think you've got some more for us, which I'm stoked about. I wanted to start tonight just by asking if any of you guys were extra observant and noticed that the magic of the floor shifted a bit as those two squares in the upper right corner behind Iceman Eric shifted to the left so that they were actually touching the other squares now and are able to play. Did anybody notice that sneaky little move that production didn't even mention in the episode?
I wish they said something. I heard from a few people from the season that they had this whole big thing about it, but then they never even aired it. So anyone who's watching is like, oh, so they just decided to screw up the whole board and said absolutely nothing about this?
Angie brought this up last week. I was listening. She brought up, she said, I guess the ones behind Eric are locked in until the end.
That's what I thought. I thought that might have been part of their alliance. Like, we won't go for you because if we get you to freeze status, we're frozen too. But then I guess there's a workaround and they moved everybody over. It was like the, what's that dance they do at the weddings? The slide dance.
The electric slide.
Yeah,
the electric slide.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. One hop this time. Boop.
Boop. Yep,
oh my God! So it's not the electric slide. I'm wrong.
Oh no, the electric slide from our generation, the cha-cha slide.
You and the electric slide. Oh, that's the old one.
I'm a fan of the Tootsie Roll though.
What's the Tootsie Roll?
To the front, to the front, to the back, and to the back, and you're like
to the side.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Okay, there it is. Well, they're shuffling something on the floor, and at this point, we are catching up with 42 contestants left to duel for the big $250,000 grand prize. We can kick it off with Morgan, and then we can talk a little bit later about how Eric seemed to almost disappear from the episode. And
no, he didn't. Angie.
I don't know if Brad
they kept showing him.
They did. He did get some sound bites in, didn't he? Let's take.
He got Angie, my boss. He calls me in his office and he asked me how am I. He asked me this question all the time. Right here, he goes.
Your body temperature like ice cold.
That's it.
What's your
the
body
Iceman,
temperature like?
Val
Ice
Kilmer.
cold.
Yeah. Yeah,
I caught that too.
That was an Eric comment for Eric in the chat right now.
Yeah, Eric, is he joining us? I can't tell.
Yeah, he's here. Angie, he's here.
Hey, Eric.
Nice to have you back, Ice.
So
there's only
Eric is here now. It's just mean
Eric.
That Brad's gonna lay over and take it.
Yeah.
No, not tonight. Not tonight, Nikki.
Sure, Jan.
Not tonight. After last week's episode, I was screaming watching. I watch it with my dad, who doesn't watch the floor, and he doesn't understand anything that's going on.
Your poor father.
No, he's almost 75. He's watching the show. He doesn't understand it, and I'm trying to explain to him, why are these people not going after Eric? I don't get it. And it was frustrating to me that Jess girl was like, I'm in an alliance. I'm not going to go after Eric. And Eric's like, I don't care. I'm going to take them all out. Credit to Eric on that, man. I mean,
Yep.
he's got him.
Hey, man, if they're gonna help you win, you're gonna exploit it.
Yeah,
and take
wrapped
it as
around
far as
his
you can.
finger. He did it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, Morgan didn't go for him. She was one of the people we shouted at last week. She had crocheted items. She had a decision to make. She decided to go after Steve. Beans. Now, are you guys? Were you fans of Even Stevens?
I
think it was
was.
slightly after.
I
my
love
time.
that show, man. I love it.
Oh, it's such a
Everybody
good
seems to love
one.
Beans, but
I
he
watched
sure
it with my
made-
son.
Yeah, he was such a cutie. I wonder, anyone in the chat, how was Beans in real life? Was he a nice guy? Was he a dick? I'm curious, but he seemed really sweet. I
He
wanted
did.
to like give him
He
a
was
hug.
pleasant. He was funny. He was likable. He didn't last very long, but he did last through the first duel of the night, which was in Renaissance Fair.
You mean
Renaissance
this?
Fair.
You mean this?
The Renaissance Fair.
Ah! I hear that in my nightmares.
Right?
Nikki,
Shall we
Nikki.
do, my lord? Or something
Nikki and
she called
Eric,
him.
what are y'all? What's your answer to this?
In the way of the cosplayer.
In the way
Nikki,
that-
you're a cosplayer when you're in plays. You do cosplay.
So I for like 6 years of my life, I was a party princess. So I used to be different Disney princesses for kids' birthday parties. And
I
people
could
would
totally
call me
see
a
that.
cosplayer. And I'm like, no, this is my job. I get paid good money to do this. Don't call me that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm a fake cosplayer, or at
Oh.
least I was. And
No.
I would have slayed that category. I also do go to the Renaissance Fair every year for funsies.
I've
It's
never
a good
been to
time.
Renaissance
It's a hot
Fair.
mess. Those turkey legs alone will keep anybody coming back to the Ren Fair, no doubt.
Here's what I like about Beans. He's a smaller man than I am. He's
He's
short.
so little.
I looked him up. He's 5'2". He looked tiny. He
yeah,
looked
He's
tiny.
shorter
against-
than me. No
He's
one's
short,
shorter
man.
than me.
He's a
Well,
he's
and
a
Rob-
short king. He's
Rob
a short
Lowe is
king.
not very tall, so to make
He
Rob
looks
Lowe
super
look
tall
really
compared to
tall.
Beans.
Yeah, that was Beans' best trick of the night. Now Morgan goes after him because she admits she knows nothing about global news. She says she's going to do what most people do and try for that trifecta. And instead of a time boost, she tells the audience she's going to go for that category swap to get global news off her back, right? Unfortunately, she fails in round one. She skipped on loot after miss hip firing with violin, mandolin, and lyre. She skipped on tomato throwing. God bless her. She said tomato, and I just want to say, just say throw. She missed monks, and she missed centaur in the end. Steve, aka Beans, only missed the pillory. So he walked away with the W on that one and decided to walk back to the floor. I'm not sure, there was less aggression this episode, and I think he set a tone for that. So he went right back. Now, I'll tell you this. Last night, night before last, actually, I was traveling. I was looking at the map, and in the previous episode, Eric had said something along the lines of, I've looked at the map, I've done the math, I'm going to the final. But I did the math, and he technically could be out in 2 episodes if enough of the randomized people only duel people next to them who haven't dueled yet, and all go back to the floor, and that randomizer keeps getting kicked up. And I'm wondering if we're seeing some of that happen after maybe some of the non-alliance contestants have had a chat about how do we get Eric back up there the fastest. What do you guys think?
I love this. The only thing I liked about this episode, one of the only things I liked, was the fact that there was a lot of people that have never played playing. Because I kept saying, we're getting closer to seeing Eric again. We're getting closer. Just keep bringing these people up, man. Just keep bringing them up.
Yep. So the randomizer picks Tracy, who has world religions. She's the next one up. And when Rob asks how she's doing, I believe she says, I am blessed and highly favored. And I got to say that was a misfire because she was anything but blessed or highly favored in that duel. It was really brutal to watch. What do you think, Brad? You're a pastor. Do you think she's blessed and highly favored?
I don't know, but, she said this.
I do love that any, mini, miny, mo.
Imagine if that's how she actually picked.
I know. Like, what if I left everything up to any, mini, money, mo?
Catch
and
a tiger by the toe.
She only did half of it unless they cut it out for time. She said, Ene, mine, mane, mo. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no, there's more. I remember.
Yeah, they should have showed the rest. So she thought she was going to go up against Victor in nuts.
Nuts and seeds. Why was she thinking that was a smart choice?
Damn, I want that as my category. I love nuts.
Yeah,
You
Nikki,
love nuts?
listeners,
Victor
Nikki loves nuts.
too.
I like nuts in my mouth.
Oh my God.
The crunchy ones.
Extra crunchy.
Extra crunchy nuts. It was a nut fest. Tracy apparently doesn't love nuts as much. At least she doesn't love pine nuts. She doesn't love Brazil nuts. She doesn't love coconut beans. They're not beans.
Coconut beans?
They're seeds. Cocoa beans.
Could you
Coconut, I was
imagine?
thinking cocoa nut, but they're cocoa beans. But never mind. Yeah, they're also
Could-
not beans.
Could you
Cocoa
imagine
nuts.
Bubba Gump on
Seeds.
here? I like tree nuts, ground nuts,
Hazelnuts.
I thought about the same thing the whole time. And then they started getting smart and they stopped saying seeds and nuts after each answer. I was like, dude, you don't have to say that. You don't have to say like almond nuts. It's an almond, just almond, you know.
Eric says, at one point, my balls and Victor's nuts were touching. Ooh.
Dude,
We don't
Eric,
need to know about what was
Eric.
happening backstage, Eric.
Eric, you know
Um,
what? That's a good one, Eric. That's a great sound. I hadn't thought about that. Balls and nuts were so close for so long. And then world religion divided
Well-
them, much like this country. So
You know
I
what
will
happened?
say-
Wait, Angie, you know what happened when his balls and Victor's nuts touched?
What happened?
Sunday topic.
Sunday coffee!
And we're back Sunday topics.
I need to drop that every episode. It just
That
has
is
to
My
be dropped.
favorite drop.
That's a great.
Listeners
song.
in the chat, what is your favorite drop that we have? Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, please respond. I will say
Imagine if,
this.
wait, hold on. Imagine if Beans played Beans.
I wanted
Oh,
that so hard.
That should have.
That would have
oh my
been
gosh.
great. I'll say beans was a category on our season 2. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
already have-
Beans, Beans.
Yeah, that was the girl from Georgia who came on
Yep.
here, and she just would go. She would go, Pinto Lima. She would just name a bunch of beans.
Well,
Wow.
that was like, yeah, we had a good beans duel in season 2. But I'll say this, I do not know why Tracy was so slow. She took 10 seconds plus 3 passes for Brazil nuts. She could have gone to Brazil and flown back in less time than it took her to do the freaking duel. I was dying. I was like, give that woman some caffeine. Because yes, is Victor likely smart and faster? Sure. Is anything faster than a snail? Yes. Yes, it is. So I don't know how intimidated Victor was. He was trying to be intimidating. He seemed a bit angry and a little nervous. It was an odd vibe I was getting from
He
him
was-
through that whole duel.
He was given the was the Duke thing, Nikki, a flex? Because I was like, I hate Duke. I'm a Chapel Hill guy, so you're telling me I don't really care.
Well, he went to Duke and Harvard, so I don't know why he didn't just say I go to Harvard. Because
Yeah, I think
to
the
me,
Duke
Harvard is
thing
like
was 'cause
top of the
Rob's-
top. But
Rob's son went to Duke. I think he was.
Oh,
being
is it?
a big
Oh,
part
that
for
makes sense.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But the whole ask me where I went to school, I'm sorry. If you have to tell people to ask you where you went to school, then that's like a serious insecurity issue, in my humble opinion. Your brain should speak for themselves. And sometimes degrees, they don't mean as much as just good old common sense. And we're going to wait and see if going back to the floor was a sensible move, because that's what Victor opted to do. He says, I'm going back. And I'm like, great, let's bring up another one-time player and let's knock through these guys and get Eric back. So we finally get to duel 3, guys. This was interesting. It introduced a new fun, I think, main character vibe in Lauren, aka soap operas.
oh, I
What did you guys
love
think of her?
Lauren. Lauren's my fashion police. She was my favorite of the week. I loved her like pink floral dress. She had like cute little kitten heels on. She looked so good, and she just had lovely vibes. She seems like an awesome girl.
I agree. That corner got a lot of play last
They
night.
did.
That front corner did. And she went for Kyle, who, surprise, spoiler, is a voice actor in his category, voice actors. And I gotta be honest, for the entire night, I believe Kyle had the most passes and misses of any contestant in his own category. That was a real miss for me. What did you guys think of that category?
One, let's introduce Lauren.
Great soap opera and drama fashion.
What did she
She
say?
said soap opera and drama and fashion. For some reason,
Oh.
my drops are not acting good tonight. I'm upset with
No,
myself.
I heard it. I just couldn't figure out what she said. That's
Yeah,
funny though.
We're introducing her. That's her. I didn't like this guy. I'll tell you why. I like the Miyagi move she did on him. She pulled the wool over his cover. I didn't like when he's like, I guess I'm gonna have to do festivals now, as if she's a moron and she has no shot at winning.
Yeah, that was a rough diss. Trying to get in her head, maybe.
Oh, Eric
but-
says he is the voice actor for the Marco character in One Piece. Interesting.
That's good.
I've
to
heard
know.
One Piece is really good, so
Never heard of
it
it.
makes me wanna. It's anime, but
Yeah,
it's like the
that's a
biggest
Well,
anime.
let's
it's
yeah.
like the
That's a
biggest anime.
Well, let's ask
out there.
Lauren. Did that get in your head, Lauren, when he goes, "I'm gonna have"? Because she did mumble something. I couldn't understand what she said. I was watching it at 10:30 last night. But did it get in your head?
I think she clapped back on him a little bit.
She should have, because that was kind of a douche
Yeah.
comment in my mind.
Well, Lauren ended up owning that. She only
She
missed
did.
Don Rickles, the voice actor for the character in Toy Story, and
which
Kyle
I knew.
missed a ton. He missed Justin Timberlake, Adam Sandler, Alec Baldwin, James Corden, and Craig T. Nelson. And apparently, I'm calling it the Kung Fu snafu, because people who are huge fans of the Kung Fu Panda franchise might have noticed that the photo that we saw, the slide, was actually more likely to be Poe's dad, father of Poe from the film.
What?
Oh.
I don't know anything you're talking about.
So it was supposed to be Poe's dad.
It technically, if you look in, there's outfit that was kind of green with the stripe, and that was the outfit, but they look identical.
I am
Either
not
way,
a Kung Fu Panda expert by any means, but I should think they'd put Poe before any of the other characters, but that's fair.
It's fine. It was Bryan Cranston was that voice actor, but honestly, I
Oh,
think most
love him.
people in that studio can't see fine detail anyway.
Oh,
It's the home viewer who is going to catch it, and at the end of the day, they both look the same. So I think that was fine. He just missed a lot, and I was a little surprised. I think maybe the nerves got to him, because I have to.
I
Think
think so.
But
But it was
here's
a
the-
really fun category. I really
Yeah, I
enjoyed
liked
that.
it too. It was unique.
here's the thing I like about her. She's obviously not worshiping at the altar of Eric, which is nice.
True.
And two, she's like, I know we've been friends, but I'm gonna take you out. That's what Nikki and Angie and Ashley and I always say. We want to take each other out, no matter if we're friends on here or not. I want to beat
Yep.
you guys.
Yep, that's it.
Take
That's
you
it.
down. Yeah, I
Well,
wanted to say Justin Timberlake so bad too. Freaking trolls. I
What
used
was
to be
3,000 episodes? What was he talking? Is
No,
he talking
that's
about
one One Piece. One Piece.
that dude has done 3,000 episodes of a voice. He must be getting a lot of residuals.
I don't know if he's like a main character or not. I don't know
Oh.
that show, but maybe he's just a side character. But
Still, that's a good flex.
no,
for
pretty
him.
cool though. Yeah, but he
That's a
still
good
didn't know
flex.
voice actors, so
Well,
R.I.P.
Lauren, I think rightfully understands that most people will be intimidated by soap operas. At least the people that she was surrounded by. I personally can't wait. I think that's going to be a fantastic category. But
Angie, do you watch soap operas?
Oh, girl, I have been a Days of Our Lives fan since I can ever remember. It's the story that my grandmother watched. It's the story my mom watched. It's the story I taped on my Betamax video recorder back in the day and would watch after school. I am a huge. It was all NBC for me though. It was Another World, Days of Our Lives, Santa Barbara. I'm curious to see how they're going to play it out. But yeah, I'm a soap opera fan.
Lauren's in the chat. I turned 47 in a couple months.
It's my lucky number.
Yeah, it is. Oh, good. Man, it's gonna be a great year for me, Nikki.
I hope
I
so.
watched Guiding Light. Do you think the Guiding Light will be on there? It's got to be,
100%,
right?
100%. I'm wondering if they're going to do logos. I'm wondering if they're going to do iconic characters. I wonder if
Susan
they're gonna do iconic
Lucci?
villains.
Susan
Susan
Lucci?
Lucci. I know. I mean, hello, Deidre Hall. Poor and oh gosh, don't get me started. We'll save that for the next time we see Lauren up to defend that category. But right now, she, surprise, surprise, goes back to the floor, which honestly, in this episode, I don't hate, because the more one and dones, the more likely we are to spin this floor back around and thaw out that territory freeze. So we get the next randomizer hitting up Dexter, who has Mr. Festivals. He's in that corner as well. And he goes after Anthony, another guy who hasn't played yet. So that's two more non-players off the board. What did you think of Action Heroes?
That was hard. I
It
also
was
don't
hard.
watch action movies really, but I know a lot, and I didn't know a lot of those. So it was very enjoyable though. What did you think, Brad?
I thought I would crush it. I kept thinking, if Heidi's watching right now, she's going, Brad's going to crush this. But I did not know Will Smith's character in Men in Black. I knew the old stuff, but the newer stuff I didn't really know. So I would have probably lost that challenge.
I gotta say, I like the turn and the spin they took on it. It was unexpected to have action heroes be like Walker, Texas Ranger. I mean, that's not who comes to mind. And so I loved the way that they mixed it up. And they did, as mentioned at the top of our show, bring in Captain Kirk. I don't remember Captain Kirk ever really breaking a sweat unless it was
No.
delivering lines.
That was lame-o, man.
He doesn't strike me as much of an action hero, but I guess for kids of that generation who grew up with Star Trek and watched those phasers go off, they got pretty excited about it. So,
But Angie, when you do this, you got to go like this.
Go big, dude.
Go big, dude. That was
big,
Mark.
dude.
Yeah,
That's our
big
boy
dude.
Mark. Go big, dude.
Go big, Mark. You know what? Anthony, to his credit, it was his home category. He didn't miss a single one. Dexter missed Jack Bauer from 24 and Agent J, Will Smith's character from Men in Black. So it was a relatively close battle, but at the end of the day, Anthony walks away with the W. And what? He decides to stay and play? Oh, great goodness. That must have made Mr. Rob Lowe pretty darn happy. So we get our first stay and play of the night.
Well, he did flex, ladies, that he's a history teacher for 5 years.
He did. He did.
Only 5 years.
I want to preface that before we get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
History teacher, 5 years. He's an educator. That's what it says under his name and age. He goes for global news. Now, Stephen, whether he was telling the truth or not, didn't seem that confident about global news at the beginning of the episode. He said some quippy thing about, well, I've been to Canada.
Oh,
And,
you
he's
mean
like,
this right? Are you talking about this?
Wait,
been to Canada before.
Yep, that's the one. So he's global.
once.
He's global, so hey, why not? If you've been following the floor, faithful viewers and fans out there, that this category's come up in different iterations. We had world history, U.S. history, headlines. It's going to be a fill in the blank on a major headline news item from around the world historically. And most of this stuff you would know if you were teaching, middle school history or any basic.
Or if you were
history
just
course.
like alive.
But
Ever?
this guy is this.
He's an
Ever.
extremely educated man. He's an extremely educated man.
He's an extremely educated man. He is.
Well, he's not Victor. He didn't ask.
He's an extremely educated man that only taught history for 5 years, probably at a non-accredited school.
If my kid was in his class,
The charter school.
oh my gosh. Whoa. Ren just made a comment. Ren just said Sunday Toppings is in the chat right now.
Oh my God, Sunday Toppings! That's our
Sunday
favorite
Toppings.
drop.
I gotta play it. It's my favorite drop. It's
Welcome,
my
Ren.
favorite drop.
Thanks for giving us a drop of the year. I love it. We
Sunday
found out.
topic.
Sunday Toppings!
He's in there. Well, we found out that Anthony doesn't know as much as we thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
just-
Well done, Brad. Well done, sir. Stephen doesn't know that many. Anthony doesn't know that many. It was probably the closest, most disappointing close battle I've ever seen. There was only 1 second on the clock, but I almost slept through it.
Okay, first off, I'm upset about this because the teacher didn't know. He said Lance Armstrong walked on the moon, which might be the dumbest answer I've ever seen on this show. I would have
pretty
just said pass. And
Did
two,
he pass eventually, or did he eventually
No,
get
he
it?
got.
He got it?
pass
no, he passed it, right?
I was
Did he
gonna say, I
pass it?
think he passed. He couldn't even figure out that it was the other arm.
Yeah, he passed. He didn't know Neil. He passed. Yeah.
So then you've got Beans, who doesn't know sports. Because, see, I was doing the nerd math, and the nerd math told me he knows Renaissance fairs, but he does not know sports. He's not a sports guy, so I would tackle that. He's extremely a nerd, so he did not know basketball, and I was shocked at that. And the fact that the teacher won is mind-blowing to
The
me.
fact that
Yeah.
either of them.
They're both
honestly,
losers
that
at the
should have
end.
Just been like a do-over. It just felt like so weird. We got Anthony missed crosses. He missed the Washington crosses the Delaware. I mean, that is classic history stuff. Like, who else crossed the Delaware? I can't think of a single thing. That would
That's
ever cross
crazy.
the
You
Delaware.
couldn't figure that out.
I did, Angie. I crossed the Delaware.
You did. Well,
Brad was there. Brad was in the
I
boat.
missed that.
I was in the
And
boat.
I will tell you this. I don't
I love
know.
that
if
Mike's in the chat, by the way. Mike's my favorite
hey,
all
Mike.
time.
Just as a reminder to folks, the floor is filmed in Ireland, and any player from the floor will always, never, ever think of potatoes the same way, since you're served potatoes 3 ways for nearly every meal. So the fact that the Great Potato Famine was also missed, I was like, dude.
It was so bad. And the Bay of Pigs, he didn't know.
I was like, pigs, pigs. And of course you had Victor going, pigs, pigs.
Well, from a visual standpoint, it looked very much like a David and Goliath duel, but it didn't have nearly the drama. So it ended. Anthony ends up why in the love of all that is holy on the floor does the man stop at 2? What is the rule of the floor? If you're going for 2, you go for 3. Brad, I'm handing it over to you. I know you've got a lot to say.
You have the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, if for one, I will say my friend Lauren said she was excited to hear me rant about this tonight because this is my biggest rant about this dumb show is the fact that people win 2 out of 3 and they stop at 2. I don't get it. It's dumb. It is the dumbest move you'll ever make on this show. He's going to live to regret it. And luckily we see that in this episode. But who is coaching him? You're on season 5. You should know how this show rolls at this point.
Yep.
And he looked like an idiot for going back for 2. He does. He looks like an idiot.
Here's my theory. He probably shit his pants and said, I'm stinking up the whole place. I need to go change my underwear. And that's why he went back.
It was a tight ass duel.
Are you saying he sharted?
That's the only rational explanation for why he would go back.
I was infuriated watching this at like
bad.
almost 11 last. I'm like, why am I watching this idiot walk down and leave? It just made me mad.
It was really rough. It was rough. Again, he probably in that really close call duel, he may have just short circuited his brain and was like, I can't make a rational decision. And I know that I can go back to the floor and think on it. Fine. But you'll see he gets back up there pretty darn soon. And I'm sure that's one of those shoulda, coulda, woulda moments that he'll probably have for a long time.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you say, guys in the chat, answer this. You ladies can answer this. Could I say, Rob, I'm going to go back to the floor and then go, wait a minute, I think I'm actually going to stay up here. Can you reverse course once you say it? Because you're not acting with clear mind if you're going back at 2. Rob had to think this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Eric's like feasting on this man at this point. Eric's like, thank you. Maybe Eric told him to go back after 2.
Maybe he's part of the alliance. And it's an even longer con than we realize.
Yeah, maybe everyone he was touching was part of the alliance, so he couldn't do that.
Yeah. He's a big diabolical genius.
Eric's the Darth Vader of the show, and he's telling him with mind tricks. He's just mind tricking. I guess I'm going to go back now. Eric's told me so.
Well, there's no other logical explanation. So the randomizer eventually, we're getting close. It's duel 6 at this point. The randomizer hits up on Demetria. Now, this girl's got a barbershop, and I wanted to hear that story, which we won't ever hear because, unfortunately, she did not beat Kaylee in U.S. abbreviations. Now, I got to say, this was a duel I was super hyped about because there's only been a few duels in floor history where running out of slides actually occurs.
I thought that was going to happen.
Go by time on the clock.
I thought it was too.
I thought this
it
was
must have been
happen.
close.
There are 5 seconds left. But still, maybe that's because they threw in territory, so it was more than 50. But they didn't get through everything at
all. They
all.
didn't say South Carolina.
They missed, right? Yeah. So Demetria, she only missed Virgin Islands right toward the end. And, there was a couple of quick little stumbles, but it was pretty much fast.
What is Virginia's then?
VA.
Oh, VA. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I would have done that too.
Well, I think it's obvious. You look at it; it's your first thought, but they had Virginia earlier in the duel. So
they did. Okay.
I got a lot to say about this girl because she talks a big game. She's a school teacher, and she's like, they don't know my plan. I have a plan. They don't know my plan. And then she's like, my plan is to go back to the floor. I'm like, that's everybody's plan, homegirl. I mean, that's what everybody does.
Way to surprise us, Kaylee. And she may or may not be in the alliance too. I mean, she's over in that neighborhood.
Is she, Eric? Is she in the alliance? You're in the chat. Is she in the alliance, Eric? I want to know because
no, they're not going to answer the alliance.
They don't. Yeah,
the alliance doesn't exist.
Yes,
but they're not going to see this either.
It's a theoretical alliance.
It's like Fight Club.
This is what we don't get.
Thought she was coming for me, honestly.
I thought they were coming for me, honestly. There's no coming for anybody on this show.
No, she's just coming back to the floor every time.
She's just going to go back to the floor. And she studied, I caught this, Nikki. Did you catch? She's like, I studied state abbreviations with my class. Did you not know this? You should know this as a grown teacher. I'm worried about
you're a
teachers.
Human living in the U.S. Like
again, if you're just alive and you're in this country, you would know half.
If you're breathing.
Yeah. So this next one's kind of funny. They did a couple of side cuts this episode. I don't know if it was a slow episode. I don't know if it was just filler. I don't know if they're trying to make the audience connect more with the contestants. But we saw them talk to James about him and his husband winning Amazing Race. And then we saw him chat up Carlo. Now, Carlo's got celebrity siblings. We learned that Carlo is the brother of Eva Mendes.
Who is that?
She is also an actress.
Oh wait, are we talking Ava Mendez, the girl married to Ryan Gosling?
She married to Ryan Gosling?
That's not Ava. Yeah, Ava Mendez married to Ryan Gosling. Yeah, this is Ryan Gosling's brother-in-law.
What? Okay, I was like, I don't know this. Oh
Are
my
they still
gosh.
married? Oh yeah, they're still married.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki, that's Ava Mendez. She's
Yeah.
certified smoke show in real life.
She's a hottie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am surprised.
Even
she's-
Eric, could Eric get her in his alliance? Ava
Yeah,
Mendez.
that would be good.
I doubt that.
She's like, nah, Eric, I'm good.
Yeah,
She's
so
like,
Ryan,
I literally don't care.
Ryan Gosling's brother-in-law did not do well at all. He decided to go after Anthony and festivals. Now Anthony's just inherited it, but let's be real. Anthony's been in the corner next to Dexter for more than half the season. If the dude doesn't know his festivals, it's going to be uber embarrassing. So I was proud of Anthony. He did get Holly, which I didn't know that one. I had to Google that one, so I learned something last night. That was fun.
You didn't know that?
No?
Oh, that's fun.
I'm embarrassed to say I did not know that one. I did, however, know Sturgis. But Carlo must have thought every festival was just going to be Coachella. Because
Well,
this
that's what
dude
I thought it
didn't
was
know
going to be. I
anything.
thought it was going to be like Burning Man and all
Yeah.
that.
I was
didn't-
confused. Because I thought the first one was June. Because it looked like rainbow gay stuff. And I'm like, oh man, is this June? Is that a
What was the
festival?
first one?
I think it was Mardi Gras, but it
Yeah.
looked like rainbow. I was like,
Yeah.
June.
No, it looked like Mardi Gras.
It looked like June to me. I'm like, I see a rainbow, I'm going June.
No,
That's
you
my
did
first
not
drop.
see any nude dude party there.
Nude party.
I wish I had that drop.
That's a drop you should have had queued up. Nude
A
dude
nude
party.
dude
David,
party.
we're thinking about you. Nude dude party.
Props to David. He's a friend of our show. Yeah,
Yeah.
David Cowan.
Friend of the show. We like him. Carlo missed Thanksgiving Day parade, Macy's.
Woof.
He missed Carnival.
Ugh.
Now, I think he's Cuban by descent. But still, I mean, Carnival's in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
But still, I expected maybe he would get that. He missed Lunar New Year. He missed the Sturgis bike rally in South Dakota. And he missed Nathan's hot dog eating contest. The dude just cracked, man. Just
He
pass,
totally
pass.
So bad.
It was
Nikki, he
really
crapped
rough to
himself
watch.
like you said. That's what he did.
He crapped himself mid duel and he was
They
like,
should
all
have
right,
every
I'm
floor
done.
contestant wear a diaper, Nikki. For people
They
who crap
should.
themselves.
Or
That
just
should be
have like one of those
prerequisite.
throw up bags like right there in case you need it.
Yeah.
I
They
wish
should
I
have a
had
bucket.
that.
They
Just
need a
in
bucket,
case.
not a
Yeah,
bag.
bucket
They need a
behind-
bucket.
What if each floor spot had your own toilet? That would be balls.
There's like a hole in it and you just
Yeah.
squat.
Like a
Like, I
towel
mean,
comes up,
honestly-
a curtain comes up, and then you get to poop in peace. Like nobody
I'm
sees
telling
it.
you, if you're a nervous peer, if you have a weak bladder, if you have any of those issues, the floor is not for you. Because I'm telling you
No.
right now, the bathroom breaks are few and far between, and
And
unless
they're
you're
in like
having an-
porta potties and we would get
I-
locked in the porta potties.
Yeah,
I
or
used to
walked
get-
in on.
I used to
got
get-
walked in on. That was fun.
I got stage fright. Angie.
That happened on our season too. So
I would
bad.
get stage fright, ladies. When I was in the military, I went to boot camp, and they were like, "We got to make sure you're not doing any of the drugs." This is back in '97, so they literally watched me pull it out at the urinal, and you're just standing there, and you're like, "I gotta pee," but I can't make myself pee with these eyes just looking at it. At this point,
You got
was
stage
weird.
fright.
I get the stage fright. I know that's nothing y'all need
You
to
know,
know, but
I think we're making up good time on this pod. I gotta say, just as a note, peeing on demand is not easy to do.
no.
And I
but-
don't know. I bet almost anybody in here who's ever had to go to the doctor's office and submit a sample, and they like give you a cup, forget it. And forget
Couldn't
it.
do
I'm
it.
like, I could drink a gallon of water, and nope, nothing.
And then you have to aim too on top of it. It's
I know.
like
And for women, it's very difficult.
But Angie, you and I are in our advanced age, and Eric's probably 70, right?
advanced.
Um,
I'm
say
in my
Eric's
prime,
probably
bro.
70.
I just had to say that.
Oh,
You
he's
know,
an
for
Iceman,
me,
so he's in, like,
I probably
cryogenic.
pee 4 times a night, Angie. I get up all the time. I'm peeing constantly.
Dude, it's fact. I pee when I laugh. I pee when I sneeze. I pee when
Yeah.
I cough.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
I do.
It is. It's what happens. But if you go on the floor, just don't drink a lot. You'll be
Do-
fine.
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of the ages they put on here with the ladies? I don't like that. I don't like that we shame the ladies with their ages.
There's no shame.
I don't.
Some
I don't-
ladies don't like the age being
It's a
known, but
privileged age, but that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, maybe the people would not want their age there.
yeah, I'm
that's
like,
a
I
valid
wouldn't want my
statement.
age there. I'm 46. I don't want my age up there.
I think
And
age
if you're
is a
46, you
flex.
can't hold your pee in either
Yeah.
And I did get called uncle last week. Chat. That was it.
because you're. Have you been called Grampy?
Not yet, but Mark says old man bladder is real, Brad. You're right, Mark. It definitely is.
That's that. You got to get a prostate check for sure.
Oh, my
Oh, that was scary though. Anyone who got locked in those porta potties, it was rough. I once got locked in an airplane bathroom, so I was kind of triggered by that.
My daughter got locked in an airplane bathroom.
How'd she get out?
Yeah, how did she get out?
Transatlantic flight from London, and she said she was banging on the door, but like nobody heard her. Like for a hot while, she cried, and then the stewardess rescued her. It was
Oh, that's good. When I got stuck, it was pre 9/11, and my dad literally had to take a Swiss Army knife and unscrew the door frame to get me out.
girl. That is a really good story.
Yeah, it was awful. And so to this day, I still don't lock the bathroom door when I go on the airplane.
No, I'm like, you can come in. And
Somebody's busting in and seeing you dropping a deuce.
I'm like,
Nathan.
I don't
That's like-
care. I'd rather someone see my naked body than me get stuck in another airplane bathroom. So
I
Eric
get
said
it.
he was in alliance with the porta potties, so there's that.
that does not surprise me.
That's just- yeah.
And
He
two,
had an alliance with the jellies and the porta potties.
oh my gosh,
jellies.
in the chat and ladies, when you use the porta potties, do you look down? I never look in there. I can't. I refuse to look in the toilet.
I can't help it. It's like a car accident on the road.
I
It's
can't
like,
do
I'm
it. It's
just gonna
disgusting. I
Sorry.
can't.
Apparently, there was a normal bathroom there the whole time, and I just didn't know.
Because
fair.
you know when you look down, this is what you see.
Sunday topic.
I was hoping it would be Sunday topic.
Nikki,
Oh
we
man!
feel
All right.
like-
Well, there's no good segue to a duel on arithmetic. We were talking about going number 1 and number 2, so maybe that's the best segue. I've
What's
got.
1 plus 2, Brad?
Yeah.
Three.
What's 1 plus 2? Duel 8, last duel of the night, my friends. Anthony. Maybe he's gotten some swagger back. Maybe he's got some flex. Maybe he read the signs from Eric on the floor that he's supposed to go for a number 2. He goes for a second win and says, I'm going to take on Ren. Now, Ren's our friend from earlier in the season. She's been around for a while. She inherited arithmetic, but as we know, this is for 4th graders to play at home with mom and dad. So it's not likely going to be pre-calc in any way, shape, or form. And it wasn't. It was basically just speed math and pretty simple equations. There wasn't order of operations. There weren't even multiplication or division, I don't think. I think it was plus or minus.
No, there was multiplication
one
and
division.
division because the one that Ren skipped was like something multiplied by something, and then the answer was
it
like
143. Yeah, it was
143.
like 11 times 30. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I would have skipped that too. I'm like, what the hell?
But there weren't many. All the rest were basically subtraction
Addition and subtraction,
right?
yeah.
Ren
So-
said what I said in high school to everyone when they asked me what I'm doing.
Oh, I've just been chilling, hoping that, no one would want to do math.
Me
Very
in a
much so.
nutshell.
Very
I
much
hate
so.
math. I hate
Well,
it.
it looks like Ren was worried for nothing because Anthony, the guy who taught history for 5 years and math for probably 0, decides to take her on. He skips 2 of them. She skips 1 of them. It wasn't really, tight, super close. Wasn't a blowout. It was kind of a womp womp end to the episode, except for Ren to get 20K. So yay, Ren, 20K in
Has-
your pocket, and you get to reign supreme until the top of next week's episode number.
She
9.
gets the Ren Supreme. Has anybody done less for more than Ren?
Nobody has done less to earn more.
I don't know.
He's like, you literally just sat on your ass the whole time, and I guess we'll give you money.
Yeah, she comes out there, she answers a few math questions, she wins $20,000.
Yeah, that's
What a
And she
dick.
got, but now she's
Me?
loyal.
No, Rob.
Oh yeah.
He's like, so you actually just like literally did nothing, and I guess we'll give you the money. Sorry.
Yeah, and nothing. But I do love her answer because this is the answer I'm going to use when my wife's fussing at me at home. I'm just going to say,
I have siblings.
Oh, for celebrity, that's right, because she inherited
I have
celebrity
siblings.
I have siblings, and my wife will be like, yeah, you do, but I'm still mad at you.
I'm a little nervous for her.
Have you guys ever seen the show Claim to Fame?
Oh yes, it's an.
That's what it
industry
made me
reality
think.
show.
I'm like,
I
is it
love that
gonna
show.
be those people?
Do you remember Jimmy Carter's grandson on that one?
Oh my
season?
god, he was so
Yes.
cute.
Adorable. Adorable.
He was so cute.
Can we get somebody from that show on our show and we can talk about that show?
I have
Is
no
that show
doubt.
coming back? I loved that.
I don't
It's
know,
not.
I think
I'm
like
mad
2 or
about
3
it. I'm really
seasons.
mad
Oh,
about
they
it.
canceled
Oh,
it.
remember Dolly Parton's like goddaughter? I was
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
damn girl, Dolly Parton, you're like amazing.
And it was like Neil deGrasse Tyson's like
Neil deGrasse
son.
Tyson's son.
Why are they? What's up with
Simone
Deanna in
Biles'
the chat?
sister who looked identical to her.
Totally.
She didn't have a
Totally.
prayer.
Totally. Well,
Different show though, but
yeah.
go watch
Claim
it.
to
It's a
fame.
good one.
Welcome to the Claim to Fame recap with Nikki, Angie, and Brad.
Yeah, that's our next one. Yeah, it was hosted by Frankie and Kevin.
Yes, they were.
Oh, yeah, the
Reject
Jonas
Brothers.
you don't know, Mark. It's the Jonas that got left out of the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah,
Literally.
totally did. Completely dropped.
Poor
Can you
guys.
imagine? Those are some serious celebrity sibling drama issues. But Ren, I'm worried about her. One, she's got celebrity siblings. Most people are going to know that. It's just another version of Nepo babies, probably, or something
Yeah.
like that. And she's the whale now. And honestly, people are probably going to go through her at some point. It's going to happen. But if we trend next week, like we did this week, and we have a lot of one and dones, dueling other one and dones, we're going to see Eric up a lot sooner than I think he expected when he filmed. So I'm curious to see if that prediction comes true. Any other folks we saw last night that went back to the floor you guys think are going to stick around for a while, or do you think they're
What-
all just going to get picked off?
What are the odds? What are you giving Ren odds that she makes it to finale night?
0, but I like her a lot. Sorry,
She's
Ren.
close
Red.
to 0.
Is
I
it-
like Ren
I'm
a
giving
lot.
Mark more because
I know.
Mark is like undercover, and for some reason they're all crapping themselves over soap operas. So I'm giving Lauren a
Yeah,
shot.
Lauren
Yeah,
will make
I'm
it.
giving
Yeah.
Lauren a shot. Ren doesn't have the protection of an academic category anymore, and I think that's really what's going to keep her. But 20K is sweet. If she can pull off another 20K because the one and dones pick each other off for one more episode, then I'm hoping that will happen for her. I just don't see her in the end game. I
No,
guess we'll
she's not.
find out,
She's
though.
not holding it.
I hope
Sorry,
I'm wrong.
girl.
She's not holding it like the rest of us held it for hours
In the porta potty.
on the floor.
But if you win it, Ren, I believed in you and they didn't.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
shut up, Brad.
yeah. Shut up, Brad.
Nah, I don't believe in you.
Good
Ren. I
job,
think-
Brad.
Bad job, Brad.
Oh,
Bad
oh,
job.
well, are you wanting that, Nikki? Are you
No.
wanting? Are you wanting
You
that?
don't need the drop when you have me. Good job, Brad.
Yeah,
I need to get that drop of you saying "good job, Brad."
That's gonna be the new drop. Just me saying that drop.
I
Love
gotta
it.
say though, our podcast is pretty great.
Good
despite
job, Brad.
there you go.
Good job, Brad. And then I want
know a lot.
Angie doing the Sunday toppings drop as well.
But yeah, I would really like to record over that. No offense to the Sunday toppings person in our chat, but I do think that actually I think really Nikki and I just need some days in the studio to riff on
We'll
our
harmonize.
We're gonna
Sunday
harmonize.
toppings.
I don't know. Jonathan pretty much nailed Sunday toppings. I walked around work today playing Sunday toppings.
Sunday topic!
It was brilliant. It was so well done. It's just good stuff.
So good.
Angie? What's your favorite drop that we've had? What is it?
I really do still love. I don't watch podcasts. I don't listen to podcasts. I just think it's a great one to throw in there when we're thinking about our
Podcasts
format.
are very boring. I do not listen to any podcasts.
Yeah, that guy. That cracked me up. That was really cute.
That was the best. That's my favorite one too.
Yeah,
That's a
there are
good
lot.
one. We love Aaron.
There are a lot of people not liking Eric, and there are too many of those drops in our directory. Sorry, Eric. We got a lot of side chatter. People like, I do not like him. I want Eric gone. Eric
Well-
needs to go.
Well, because I'm glad we've got a couple minutes before we wrap, and I want to say, Eric, this is why people don't like you. I mean, they're giving you a bad cut, and
He seems to be a very arrogant individual.
Well, she seemed to think he was an arrogant individual, so maybe
I don't like Eric.
he is. Yeah, everyone
I
hates
don't
Eric.
like you.
Make a show about it. Everyone hates
Well,
Eric.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I did kind of like his little smack talk this week when he says something like, "I'm sorry that somebody's got to win, and I'm sorry it's not going to be you." I was like, "Oh, damn!"
well, but they huddle up with him like he's Vince Lombardi over there on the sideline. I mean, they're coming
They
up.
give him a massage, kiss
And
on the
Belichick, and he's
cheek,
getting everything rubbed on his
little tap
body.
of the ball. Yeah.
You're probably a married man. Are you a married man? I don't know, but your wife's probably like,
he's
man.
married with. I think he's married with kids, but again,
These
I don't
is-
think he's getting oiled up. I mean,
God sends
he's
his
on ice.
strongest soldiers, and Eric's wife is the strongest soldier because of all of these bitches coming in. Oh, Eric, what are you gonna do now? Like I said,
Save us.
it's the ants in the picnic basket.
Eric, when you did lunch on the floor, did they bring you your food and feed you with a fork? I'm just curious. Did that happen?
Oh, just Eric? Maybe Eric.
Yeah,
Okay.
just Eric.
They pluck
You-
grapes off the vine and feed it
Oh
and
my
fan
gosh, she's
him.
like Jess there with like leaves covering her chest, and she's like feeding him food. That's what's happening. Because Jess was like, I'm not challenging Eric. I'm in alliance with him. I'm going to go home.
Yeah, if I was Eric's wife, I'd be like, get this woman away from him.
Yeah, because Jess is like a 23-year-old girl. She looked young to me. I mean, yeah, Eric, you need to explain yourself. You're in the chat.
You're like, how many of these women are trying to sleep with you, Eric? I want to know.
That is a good question, Nikki. You need to ask that. That's a
There's
good
no
question.
time. I mean, they're so tired after filming.
Oh, he was yakking the whole time?
Not
Oh,
kidding.
same, Eric. I also threw up, but that was just anxiety.
No.
Eric was throwing up. Where do you see that at?
He said they actually. Oh no! I thought he was saying he lost his lunch.
Perfection doesn't
I
lose.
read it wrong. That's so funny.
I've
I'm
never
so
seen
dead.
Eric. Angie brought this up last week, and I was thinking it when I was driving the box truck to move my son. She said, "Are you trying to be on House of Villains?" And I think you would be good on that show. Amazingly, the floor would have a villain. Is that true?
Well, that's the thing. People love to hate on someone, so it's just
You need
Eric
a
this
common
time.
enemy. I
He
mean,
needs to be on Traitors. Traitors would be good for Eric.
Well, I don't think Floor's big enough to go from Floor to Traitors. So
I don't think so. But if you think about it, guys, an enemy is really, at the end of the day, what brings everyone together. I mean,
Absolutely.
America was never more unified than during World War II or 9/11. I mean, at the end of the day, Eric is serving a role that gathers
Did you just
everybody
compare Eric
around
to
him.
9/11?
Why don't you compare him to Hitler?
9/11 this
Angie?
just in.
But okay, I want to ask this is a real question. Listen, people in the chat, the people that are worshiping at the altar of Eric, are you disgusted by that? If you're not in the Eric worship alliance, like I'm curious about that. Like, you know, what is the deal? Because I don't think Mark is in the Eric alliance. I don't think he is.
I don't know. Well, he's too far away from him to have any cabals, and they're certainly not like having those huddles up. I think Mark's the lone wolf. I'm telling you, I picked him from day one. I think he's going to the end. I don't know if he's going to the end, but he'll be in the final episode, I think. That's my
Eric turned it on me. I guess I'm the villain now because he said, think about everyone saying bad things and think about everyone not saying bad things. Who are the actual villains? That's a good deep thing, Eric.
It's the golden rule.
Ooh, interesting.
I have to be this way, Eric, because last time they claimed me and you were gonna be like besties, and I'm like, I don't
You
think
guys
so.
were gonna ride off into the sunset without us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully I ride off into the sunset with his $250,000.
Yeah, he's not going to win. No offense, Eric. I like
Okay,
him.
Brad Gold Digger.
I'm not seeing it. I just don't think it can last that
Mine
long.
say
In
he
this
gold
category,
digger.
it's
And
not
his name's
scary.
Brad Low.
Low rider. Low rider. Wow. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be fun to see, though. We're going to see episode 9, and we still have people who haven't played. We still have categories we haven't seen.
How many, Angie? You know, how many do we have that hasn't played yet?
Well, that's a great question. I did not do the math last night, and because I'm traveling this week, I do not have my handy dandy floor notebook with me. But I would say maybe 15. I don't know. That's a far.
I think
guess.
that's high. Don't you, Nikki? I think that's high.
Maybe.
But I do think that I did calculate that by episode 10, Eric could be back up playing. And so that means there's one more episode. If we have another one where it's
What
one
is this,
and dones-
episode 8 right now?
This was 8. Yeah, next week.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I put episode 7 today on our Instagram post. I was like,
Come
oh,
on,
well.
Brad.
I'm
We're so
sorry.
Bad job, Brad. Bad job.
Bad
No,
job,
Eric
Brad.
says he loves me. I actually made him laugh a few times this episode.
Good. Well, we're professionals.
I think he's being sarcastic, Angie. I think he's being
Justin,
sarcastic.
Brad leaves his wife for Eric.
Oh my gosh, I would never do that. My wife is amazing. And she
I'm
gave
sure
me
she's
the...
a lovely woman, but she's no Eric.
She's not
She's
Eric.
no Eric. You're right. She's no Eric. She doesn't have facial hair, so there's that.
I think
That's
we
like a
got
beard.
Eric's on ice and Brad can take a cold shower, and we should just at the end of the day maybe put this to bed for the evening.
let's
and
do
see
it.
what happens next week. See what is ultimately decided. See what fun occurs. See what new categories are
Ooh.
introduced.
Ren said 22 have not been randomized. I'm
That's
shocked.
a
at that.
lot.
I was
That's
gonna
high.
say 20, and I backed down a little, but yeah, 22. But see, the thing is with 22 people, you don't need 22 duels. You just need people going after other people. So you get 9 duels. I think next week's a 9-week duel. If this was an 8-week, and then the top of episode 10, you take out a couple more people, and then Eric could be the freeze is unfrozen. We'll see.
I want to get that freeze unfrozen, and I will not stop holding a grudge against Jess because she cost us the freeze.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think
Boo.
Jess should.
What? She would have had the freeze, and then you would have been stuck with her.
I don't care if she's frozen. We don't even know her. We barely saw her. I want to see Eric unfrozen and fighting. I don't want to see Eric be like a Keelan where he just gets it handed to him.
Yeah, I hope that they never do the freeze thing again because this was stupid on their part.
Yeah, not a fan,
Yeah.
but maybe we'll see what happens for the next few seasons. But for now, we're going to finish this one and we're going to see what happens. I have a feeling things get pretty spicy and we are all going to get a little surprised. So let's hope next week brings the heat and we thaw out the Iceman sooner than later. And I appreciate everybody joining us in the chat tonight. Nikki and Brad, as always, it's a good time. Everybody have a great week ahead, and we'll see you next week to recap the floor.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.